So National Family Health Survey is a large scale multi-round survey, multi-rounded survey conducted in a representative sample. That means the sample is not whole sample, like it's not something like a census. It's not something like a census. In census, what happened? Literally every household is taken into consideration, every household. But whereas in case of this National Family Health Survey, it's only a representative sample and a large sample they will take. That representation is throughout the India. They will take every district into consideration. And the first time this survey was started in the year first time they have started the survey in the year 1992-93. This is what the first survey they have conducted, 1992-93, first survey. And this is fifth survey. So what are the other surveys? 92-93, 92-93 one survey, 98-99 another survey, 2005-2006 another survey, 2015-16 another survey, 1920 another survey. So these are the 5 surveys that we have conducted till now. These are the 5 surveys that we have conducted till now. 5 surveys conducted till now. And this survey provides information on fertility, just note some point, fertility, infant and child mortality, practice of family planning, maternal and child health, reproductive health, nutrition, anemia, so on. So every National Family Health Survey has some 2 specific goals. Actually, why they are doing this survey? One goal is to provide essential data on health and family welfare to the ministry and other agencies so that they can take an effective policy. So it will supplementing the ministries along with its data. So this data is helpful for the ministries to take effective decisions. That is the first point. And to provide information on important and emerging health issues in this country. To provide an information on important emerging issues, health issues in this country. Now, this survey is conducted by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The nodal agency is International Institute of Population Science. IIPS, Mumbai based organization. So Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and International Institute for Population Sciences. And along with that, they will take technical assistance from many national and international organizations. I don't want to name it, Melinda and Gates Foundation, UNICEF, UNFPA, like, okay. So there are other assistance, technical assistance will be taken. Now, this is not the All India survey. but this is survey in only 17 states, but NFHS 4 and NFHS 5 you can think, but there is some sort of improvement in different data. But when you are writing the answer, just mention according to the NFHS 4, but don't draw the conclusion from the data of National Family Health Survey. So in India, maternity mortality rate has reduced completely. No, according to National Health Family Health Survey, it has reduced. Just mention that, because this is not a overall sample, though we can extend this data to other, but still this is not the complete data. So you can quote National Family Health Survey appropriately. Now, first is usage of family planning methods. This is what, no? Just tell. So usage of family planning method. So usage of family planning method. See, there are 17 states. If you looking into the family planning methods, it is increased in every state except what is NL? Nagaland. But don't consider Nagaland as a special case. Nagaland also increased. Which one is decreased? MZ. This is decreased. Only in Mizoram it is decreased, but otherwise in all the states, the family planning methods increased. Family planning methods increased. This is a good move. This is a good move in family planning method. And one more thing, this is the second phase data. First phase data was released in 2019, and this is the second phase data conducted recently. Okay. Now, total fertility rate across the states. Total fertility rate across the state. So fertility rate, what is an ideal fertility rate? 2 point means what? What does it mean 2.1? No. What is the meaning of fertility rate? What is the significance of 2.1? What does it mean? 2.1 children in her entire reproductive life. She is conceiving 2.1 children in her entire reproductive life. So now this is the replacement level. Because if you maintain 2.1 as a fertility rate, then we can replace the outgoing population. Now this is the 2.1. If you're looking into this 2.5 line, except Bihar, except Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland is fine now. Okay, Manipur is very little extra compared to that thing, but otherwise this is Meghalaya and Bihar, and all the remaining states are having the below 2.1 fertility rate. The point is, if the fertility rate above 2.1, that means 2.1 plus, then there is an explosion of population. Population will explode. If it is less than 2.1, if it is 2.1, it leads to replacement level. That means how many people are dying and that many people we are replacing. But if it is less than 2.1 means population coming down. More people are moving out of this world, and only we are able to replace with less amount of people. And take your own state where it is. Sorry, KL. 1.8, 1.7, 1.1, 1.6. This is somewhat concerning. It should not be too low. It should not be too low. If it is 2.1 and near to 2.1, it's fine. But it should not be too low. It should not be too high. That is one thing. But again, I'm saying this is not the ultimate thing that you have to consider. But according to NFHS, this National Family Health Survey 5, that is happening. Next. Sex ratio at birth for children born in the last 5 years. The sex ratio at birth for children born in the last 5 years. What is this 934, 964, 908, 838? Whose number it is? Girl child numbers. Girl child numbers. Now see, it is a mixed bag. These are the states that are performing well. That means compared to last year, compared to last survey, don't take it like that. Compared to last survey, there is an increase. Compared to last survey, there is an increase. There is an increase. And some states are maintaining a good thing. But in some states, it's not an improvement. And if you want that sex ratio, it is 10. Actually, sex ratio at birth is 952 girls average, 952 girls for 1000 boys. Sex ratio at birth, 952 girls per 1000 boys. And if I want to give the earlier figures, it was 919 in the year 2015-16, and it is 929 in 2019-20. That means the last survey. So 919, 929, now 952. Now 952. Now 952. One more thing, just I want to give the sex ratio. It is only sex ratio at birth, but the overall sex ratio, it is a very positive figure, but I don't know whether we can apply it to the overall country or not. 1020 adult women for 1000 boys. That means the women is outnumbered than the men. Women is outnumbered in the men. Sex ratio, but only mention it is under family health survey. Okay, it's outnumbered. Next, the institutional births in as a percentage and out of pocket expenditure and a delivery of public health facilities. See, institutional births, in some of the states institutional births are okay, but except in some of the states. See, like the state in Bihar, the state in Meghalaya, the state in Nagaland. But otherwise remaining states are maintaining a good amount of institutional births, barring few states. So you need to take care about these states. And when it comes to out of pocket expenditure, I think except Gujarat, Maharashtra, Meghalaya, Telangana, West Bengal is a considerable improvement. In remaining all, the out of pocket, sorry, in Kerala also, the out of pocket expenditure is increased. The out of pocket expenditure is increased. That means how much you are spending from your own pocket. And it was a considerable decline happened in West Bengal. That means now you no need to pay more amount of money from your pocket. It is the governments will spend. That means it is 2683. It was a drastic reduction. But whereas if you take the case of Gujarat, its average only 1697. That's what's the number. 1697. That was the minimum number. And the highest number is happening where? In Sikkim, 8334. That is the average amount of money that you have to spend from your pocket in order to get the medical facilities. But overall, if you take the average number, the out of pocket expenditure is increased, because as the inflation and everything is increasing, no, the overall number is increasing. But when you want to looking into the state level, there is a progress in some of the states and there is no progress in other states. infant mortality rate across the states. Infant mortality rate across the states. Infant mortality rate across the states. IMR. Assam has been the highest drop. Highest drop. Okay. Even compared to Mizoram, it is highest drop. And now it is 32. Now it is 32 from 48. And IMR remains very high in Bihar. Bihar. Now it is 32. Okay. Stunted. Now it is stunted. What is the definition of stunting? Low height for age. Low height for age. Height for age is stunting. Height for age. This is stunting. But this stunting, just I want to give, in the year 2005-06, it is 48. In the year 2005-06, it is 48. In the year 2015-16, it is 38.4. Now it is 35.5. That means your stunting has reduced. Stunting has reduced. And except again some of the states like Mizoram, Nagaland, Meghalaya, I think these northeastern states are not performing well on some of the health indicators. So now you can draw a conclusion when you are writing, according to the National Health Family Survey, some of the northeastern states are not performing well in health indicator. There must be a special focus. Okay. See, even Mizoram, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Manipur increase. No, it is increased. It is increased. It's fine. There was an improvement. No, sorry. Stunting increasing means bad. Stunting increasing means bad. So then what are the states that are performing well? This one, AP, Assam. Even Bihar is also performing well. Where is your Kerala? It is increased. It is increased. But again, I cannot say like it's a overall figure, maybe because of this COVID-19 impact and all. Sorry. Sikkim also reduced. Okay. So, but overall level it is 35.5. Next. Proportion of children below 5 years who are severely wasted. I think weight for height. Weight for height. Again, I want to give that wasting number. It is 19.8 in 2005-06. 2015-16 it is 21. That is increased again. Now it has become 19.3. But the point is the progress that we have made in case of stunting is more than what we are achieving in this wasted. So wasted we need to do much more thing because the reduction levels are not considerable. The reduction levels are not considerable. Not considerable. Again, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Telangana, Tripura, West Bengal, increasing. Okay. So this is not giving a good number. Okay. Next. This again, you have to be very careful. The obesity amongst the adults between 15 to 49. Obesity. So it's not about stunting and wasting is also a problem. The obesity is also a problem. Actually, there was a poet in Telangana. He said, actually, I don't know how to say it in English, but he said in Telugu, like Akali Rasulu, Annapu Rasulu Okachota, Akali Mantalu Okachota. That means I'll translate it into English. So much dearth of food grains on one side, so much of starving deaths are another side. That's what the true translation. So that means some people don't find good food. Some people are having overfood and they are consuming a lot. Now, okay, men and women. This is only men and women. Now you can see 36%, 31, and here if I want to draw any conclusion out of this, in which state more number of people are obese? I think your own state. Your own state, no? Sikkim is also, but no one is competing you. 38, huh? 38. 38 for women, 36 for men. And it is 36 for men, 35, sorry, 36 for men, 35 for women. But this is the status. So the point you need to understand is, now this is also a problem. Just keep it in your mind. Appropriately, you have to use this data. That is why I'm giving this. Okay. You can like some states like Kerala in, you can write, no? Because this obesity leads to a lot of non-communicable diseases. That is also a problem. It leads to BP. These are all the new upcoming. See, now today you can successfully say that, okay, I can control malaria, I can polio, I can do vaccination. But how you can control this obesity? How you can control this sugar or the diabetes? How can you control these heart attacks? These are the new diseases. Now you have to be very clear and you have to equip. And this is, and you can understand more, no? You are a doctor. So this is a new problem. This is a new problem. Be careful. See, simply in PRS, you can get this data. Okay, it's not something like I brought it from some other. Next, proportion of households with an improved sanitation facility. I think when it comes to the sanitation facility, every state has improved. Kerala, anyway, you have already achieved the highest level. So after 100, there is no improvement. That is why it's almost same. But otherwise, every state has improved with a sanitation facility. Sanitation facility. Because sanitation is one of the precondition for good health. Good health. And also it provides dignity to the woman. Now more women using mobile phone across all the states. However, many of them do not have access to internet. Okay, one. So the woman mobile phone is increasing, but internet is not there. Internet is not there. Okay. When you are writing about internet, you say India is able to provide mobile phones to all, but unfortunately, internet is not reaching. Though tele density is very high, but our internet penetration is low. That point will make a lot of sense instead of writing. Okay. Men and women who used internet, I think you can see the disparity, and in your own state also it is 61-76. And which is the worst state? AP is the worst state. And 21% women and 49% men. Okay. And even in Gujarat also 31% women and 59% men. But okay, anyway. Next, proportion of women with saving or bank account. Saving or bank account. I think because of Jan Dhan Yojana, I think all the numbers are increased. Okay. But the point is how many are using is very important. Okay. Next, proportion of women owning a house or a land. Except Nagaland, except Tripura, remaining all states are performing well, and the proportion of women owning a house or land. Owning a house or land. Okay. Next, proportion of women using hygienic methods of protection during the menstrual period. During the menstrual period, how many are following these hygienic practices? I think it's an improvement in all the states. Improvement in all the states. This Meghalaya is only to some extent. Remain, sorry, this is a problem. Mizoram, decline. Decline, yeah. Mizoram is declined. Okay. So how will you frame this statement when you are writing? Though it is improved in all the states according to the National Health Family Survey, but in some of the state it is too low and some of the state is very high. You need to remove the disparity. Don't write all the conventional statements like no hygienic practices of the women must be increased, women must be increased. Since last 70 years we are always saying women must be increased, must be increased, must be. It will increase, but what is the progress that you have made? At least you have to mention. Okay, it is improved across all the states except this Mizoram. But and again, if you're looking into the Mizoram also, the thing is they are having highest. See, after reaching 90, it's very difficult to increase the percentage. I think you know. See, if you are out of 600 marks, if you are scoring 200, 300, it's very easy to improve. But after you reach the 580, it's very difficult to improve. Okay. So, but anyhow, I think you understood. Next. Proportion of women who have ever faced spousal violence. I think this Karnataka is very high. Maybe because of Kerala is low, but Karnataka, Maharashtra. See. I'll tell you one point. You have to be very clear. Karnataka and Maharashtra, it is increased. Karnataka and Maharashtra, it is increased. Sikkim. But Sikkim is not a thing. But will you try to link it to the COVID-19 impact or urban patriarchy so that the violence on women in some of the developed states is increasing? Example, Karnataka and Maharashtra. You can write. In society, you will get. But give an example, Karnataka and Maharashtra. You can draw some conclusion. Some conclusion. Okay? I think this is over. Now I'll give some other points. Okay. Now, apart from this, I'll give other points. See, when it comes to the anemia, I think the anemia among the women is increased. Anemia among the women is increased. Just I'll give the figures of this anemia. Under 5. See, anemia is a problem to everybody because there was a question asked way back. They have asked about like it is help to improve the anemic conditions in both men and women. There was a statement something like. Then when I'm taking the exam, I thought like no, why men will have a problem of this anemia? No, everyone will have the problem of anemia, but the proportion is different. So under 5 anemia is 58.6 now, but earlier survey when we have done, it is 67%. So there is a reduction, but still it is high. First one, under 5 anemia. Next, women anemia, that means anemia in women. It is 57 earlier, but now it is reduced to 53.1. And in men, it is earlier 25, but now it is reduced to 22.7. And all the states are facing this anemia problem. Perhaps you might have read in Hindu newspaper, this anemia is now another biggest threat in this country. You have to solve this anemia. Even a progressive state like Kerala, 39.4% are anemic people, 39.4%. If it is in Gujarat, 79.7. It may not be true for absolute number, but according to National Family Health Survey, what we have extrapolated is this. And maybe it is worsening than the COVID-19 impact. Okay, COVID-19 impact. In Gujarat. See, this anemia in the sense, whatever the little shortage of hemoglobin may not create the problems to you immediately, but it will have one or other problem. Okay. So this is about anemia. Next, one more thing. And when it comes to this, institutional deliveries has increased, but unfortunately this cross section deliveries are not increased, but they are high in private. That means even in the private hospital, this 47.5% of the birth are this cesarean. That means cross section the births. But whereas in case of public health facilities, it is only 14%. So now the institutional deliveries are increased. But we need to reduce the cesarean deliveries. And what is the problem with this cesarean delivery? Is there any problem to child? Okay, mother anyway she will undergo some problem, but is there any problem to the child? Birth injuries is one thing. Next, and according to the scientists, the newly born child must get breastfeeding within 1 hour. But is it possible if it is cesarean? No. Suppose if you able to give that within 1 hour, then the child will get lot of immunity, because that milk is having lot of medicinal property and it gives lot of immunity. That is also one of the reason, because you are not giving the nutrition at the time of birth. Later you are unable to supplement it, and that is leading to lot of the problem. Okay. And I think according to the resources, 6 months exclusive breastfeeding is necessary. Now the average TFR, just I mentioned, no, it was 2.2 in National Family Health Survey 4, but now it has become 2.0. But in some state it is very low. That is dangerous. And when I divide it into urban and rural, the urban TFR is 1.6, rural TFR is 1.1. That doesn't mean that urban population will come down, because people are ready to always to migrate to the urban area. So if the urban TFR come down, the migration will supplement the urban population. But in urban area, people don't want to conceive more number of children. Next, children vaccination. Vaccination in the sense not COVID-19 vaccination, but all the other vaccines that are required to the children. It has improved from 62% to the last survey to now 76%. But still we haven't achieved the 100% immunization to our children. 100% immunization to our children. 62 to 76. And just the children under 6 months who were exclusively breastfed is only improved from 54.9% to 63.7%. Again, you can see the immunization is low and the exclusive breastfeeding is low. How can we expect healthy children in this country? Either they will obese or they will go for stunting, anything. Okay, so you have to make this 100%. Then only we can find a better society. Whenever you write long-term measures, no, just write these measures. Now, just I'm giving for your understanding how this survey has conducted. This survey has taken 6.1 lakh, 1 lakh sample households. So they have taken 6.1 lakh households. That means 6.1 houses they have taken in 707 districts. In 707 districts, and they have collected the samples from 7,24,115 women and 1,01,839 men. Just for your idea, I'm giving. So women is 7 lakh and 1 lakh men. And one more thing is the child marriages, still they are high. Still they are high, though some reduction, but still it is high. Still it is high. And in Tripura, it is increasing. In Tripura, it is increasing. In Tripura, it is increasing. And if I want to give, and this apart, I have given a list of topics before at the starting of this topic, and this National Health Family Survey 5 included some new focus areas like death registration, preschool education, child immunization, non-communicable diseases, menstrual hygiene, components of micronutrient, frequency of tobacco and alcohol use. Like these are the new areas also that were added in National Family Health Survey. And last figure I want to give, 23.3% of the women now aged between 20 and 24 married before the age of 18. This is the number. Now who are having the now present age of 20 to 24, that means latest numbers, 23.3% of the women are married before the age of 18. Before the age of the 18. So this is something about your National Family Health Survey. I think now you got some idea about the child marriages, stunting, wasting, and when it comes to, just a minute, one more figure that I want to give. See, when it comes to the modern contraceptive methods, actually it is increasing, but even today the burden lies with the women. Even today the burden lies with the women. Men are not interested using in this modern contraceptive methods in order to avoid the unwanted pregnancy. Okay, so this is about National Family Health Survey. Is it okay? So use this data appropriately whenever it is necessary. Try to use. Okay, so make some statements and try to keep those statements with you. And whenever you are writing the answer, whether it is part of society or whether it is part of paper 3 or paper 2 or anything, just code this data. Okay.
Amrita IAS Academy.